now that we've told you you've put over 300 chemicals on your body before 10 a.m. this morning,
Yes.
have we freaked you out? Because it's not intentional. What kind of is?
I guess it is. Maybe a little
It
bit.
is a little bit. Because I hope it is something that has woken you up. Like I said before, I truly believe we need to be our own advocates. We need to realize that there are only certain things that we control in our lives for our families. And inside of the walls of my home, I can control what is going on my children, what they're being fed, what is going into their bloodstream. And so that means a lot of products needed to change. And so we want to help you guys find those products. I will recommend that you start in one room of the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start in your kitchen and say, okay, let's look at my dishwashing detergent. Let's look at my hand soap. Let's look at what I'm wiping my counters down with. That's a big one, you guys.
And a great thing to do is there's an app called Think Dirty. You can download it in your app store. And basically what it does is it allows you to scan each and every product has a barcode, right? You scan it. Yeah. It gives you a number from 0 to 10 of how dirty your product is. 0 meaning it's really, really clean. A 10 meaning like gross.
Yeah. You want it under a 5, guys. Like, if we're starting baby steps, get everything under a 5.
Yeah, so go scan. If you have no idea if it's dirty or not, go start scanning in just one room. Just one room. Don't make it overwhelming. Don't do your whole house. Go to one room, scan the products in your cabinet, and find out what's their number. Write them down, make a list, and then you can start beginning to change those one at a time, starting with the dirtiest.
Yes. So for me, thankfully, I told you before, my friend gifted me the starter kit. So it was handed to me, and I knew that I knew because of the person that she is, which is very similar to the person she is.
Nerd.
They're all about their research. She has to read the book this big about how the plant grows before she will ever even touch the bottle of oil.
Yes, because I did not just believe my friend.
Right.
No, I needed to read it in black and white and see the studies.
So, okay, I trusted that my friend had done the research. And then later on down the road, when more people would come to me saying, well, what about this brand? I found it in Whole Foods. Here's the deal, guys. Sorry, Whole Foods, but you do not have all of the holy grail, healthiest items in the world. The products in there, I mean, golly, I don't even know what the percentage would be, but they're not clean products. There are some, but not a lot.
So it's like a hunt when you go there.
Yes. And here's the thing. Marketing is tricky.
Yes.
Very tricky. So when we look at a label, just because it is organic means nothing, unfortunately. It really doesn't. Nowadays, organic standards.
It's better than non-organic.
Like, yeah, absolutely.
Let's be honest here. It is better. That is a step. That's a little step.
But there are a lot of times where there's just no difference. Like if you're not buying, just because there's a picture of a farm on the outside doesn't mean that those eggs came from a real farm.
Right, because everybody's waking up. People say, oh, this generation is wanting like more natural stuff. So guess what they've done, guys? They've just changed their marketing and their pictures, and they're like, oh, this picture will trip them up and make them think that we're clean.
Ain't gonna fool me.
Totally. I was just talking to Vanessa about this the other day. I totally have been fooled for a really long time about a specific brand. I won't say what because I'm not here to trash, but a specific brand that definitely has the cute, simple, trendy,
beautiful labels,
and they even have the word clean on there, which just in my mind was a quick pickup. Oh, it's clean. It's not clean. It's not rated well in the Think Dirty app. So go scan your stuff.
And a big part of this, guys, is retraining your mind. So we were probably raised like I was, smelling Comet and thinking that's clean. That's why I held on to my Comet. I really felt like, my mom always cleaned with Comet. So I felt like that was clean. It smelled clean. And now, like, in my mind, because I've retrained the way I think, because I know right from wrong now, I'm like, whoa, that smells awful. My daughter, thankfully, I'm training her up right. She's learning young, because she will walk into a room or a place of business and say, oh, what's that smell? It's chemicals. And she'll smell, and I'll be like, oh, that's bleach. Like normally we would have been like,
oh, that's
they just cleaned, Yeah. So you want to be careful of that. Labels will actually say something like 100% pure, and it could say 100% pure lavender.
Oh, and therapeutic grade essential oils, and
which ours are therapeutic grade for real, but there's no law in how they can say that.
There's
they do
no
have to
regulating body.
Right. They do have to have 5% of whatever they're stating is pure.
We're talking about oils now specifically. I don't think we made that clear.
Yeah.
Not regular products.
Right,
but oils specifically now.
Well, with other brands, though, like if it says pure, that means nothing.
Right, but with the 5%, that's an oil thing.
Yes. Yeah. So we landed on Young Living. We trust Young Living. Young Living has a seed to seal guarantee that literally you can go and you can walk to any farm across the world. They have their farms everywhere, and you can watch their seed to seal process. Literally cultivating the oils, the seed, planting them, growing them. What's another?
Distilling them and then bottling them up.
Yes.
And they're the only company that does that, you guys. The only company that starts from the seed all the way to the bottling process and even shipping it to your door. They are the only ones that can say that they do that. Yes. And let me tell you, we have been to their farm in Utah. We were there just this last June, and it was amazing. We got to plant the little lavender seedlings, and then we got to take little more mature lavender plants, and we got to plant them in the ground. And we were there working on the farm with the workers that are there every day.
The farmers who handpick the weeds.
Yeah.
They do not use chemicals whatsoever. They will use either essential oils or they will handpick the weeds, which is really cool.
Yeah, so Young Living is by far so concerned. They're the most concerned company of anybody that I have ever known or learned about that that cares really about their product and how it's handled, and they're much more concerned about that than the money that they're making. And so for me, that was a selling point, the seed to seal guarantee that no other company could give me.
They are still the world leader in producing and guaranteeing 100% pure and potent therapeutic grade oils for real deal. They either own their farms or they have co-op farms. What I love is that they will actually go into a community in whatever country, and they will equip the farmers that are maybe already there farming or whatever, and they will equip them and essentially helping them with jobs and everything for their community. And give them their process. And so it's either a co-op farm or they actually own the farms. So that's what's really cool about Young Living. It is definitely the company to trust for over 22 years now.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that like really floored me was hearing that if they have, after testing a bottle of oil, if they find it to not be like have all the constituents in it that it needs to have, and sorry, that's a really big dumb nerd word, but if it doesn't have everything in it that it should have to do its job like it would in nature, they throw it out.
Yep,
they throw it out. That's how much they care more about the quality than how much money that they're making off of us. So that's just kind of unheard of.
Well, and speaking of that as well, like they did not want to just stick oils up on a shelf somewhere and expect that you can walk in there as the consumer and know what you're doing.
Yeah, like, hey, Whole Foods guy, can you tell me how to use this bottle of peppermint oil?
Right, and expecting those people to know, like to have the people that work at the store to know everything. So that is why they have people like us who truly, I mean, like most companies are kind of cluing in that this is the best way to do business, to be able to take someone who obviously uses the product, loves the product because it's changed their lives, and just share it with their friend, even if they're really stubborn, and then eventually they believe them. Yes. So, okay, on this one, we're going to have them comment and say.
I forgot. We're going to have them comment and say.
What did we say? Okay, I know what you can say. Comment below and just let us know where your disbelief has been if you have not used these oils before or products. Now, again, when we talk Young Living, we're talking about a whole natural company of products. So everything from oral care to beauty products to supplements, like all the things, right?
All the things.
But what has tripped you up, or whether you're using it already, you may not. I had someone in our group the other day say, I'm really having a hard time ingesting the Vitality oils. The Vitality oils are meant to be ingested, and she just mentally couldn't get that switch of like, I can do that. That's okay for me. Because, we hear some things from, and let me tell you, a lot of the lies that you've heard out there, guys, that we can debunk for you like that are because people are using synthetic brands or diluted or adulterated oils. And so when you hear these lies out there, or these things that have maybe made you a little scared or timid to try something like this instead of whatever your go-to thing was before, your go-to product was before, we can definitely help you because anytime we hear something like that, we go into it, we research it, we ask the leaders of Young Living, we ask the product and education folks, hey, what's the deal with this ingredient? What does this do? Blah, blah, blah. And they explain it all to us. So let us know. Ask your questions. What is it that we can answer for you that's kind of made you a little hesitant when it comes to making the switch?
That's a good one. Way to come up with that.